A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secrets Revealed Aftersought Part 2. And I'm pretty excited to talk a little bit about a lineup that definitely could not have gotten any weirder or any more grotesque in terms of a lot of things out there. I feel like it's about time that we get to know a little bit about the Mega XL series. We're going to start off with the smallest variant of the trio that came out in 2021, and because it's expanded upon a little bit since then, I will eventually get to some of the others that were released in later years, but in any case, the XL series started off with the smallest blaster of the trio, known as the Big Rig, and this is pretty much what you get right here. It's little more than a blaster that does act in a way like the Scout. If you remember all the way back from the N-Strike series, well, this is essentially a supersized version of that. All you gotta do is operate this huge slide on the top and fire an XL dart. When discussing XL darts themselves, in contrast to how they might be next to typical darts, this is the XL, this is an original, with the AccuStrike tip on the top, as you can see here. Yeah, the size difference is enormous. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous by now, so you just have to wonder, what kind of stuff could Nerf possibly be thinking? What could they potentially be doing in a ways to try and make some more money, or to potentially allow for newcomers to join in and possibly get suckered? I feel like it's a bit hard for me to put it together in words, but Nerf itself has a lot to think about. They've got a lot on their mind right now, but they really need to have some conscionable thought within themselves that sometimes it's not always the brightest idea to simply use darts that can be as big as your own hand by any means. As a matter of fact, if you were to take a look, the dart is even longer than all of my fingers. So, I don't necessarily know. I sure do like these blasters for what they are. It's pretty nice to have a little gimmick and a little fun with these things. Every now and then, weird ideas come by, and it would be good to get it out of your system, but not always. It's not always a good idea to bring stuff like this into existence, or into the generalized marketplace. It's a little bit stranger than you might have expected. And also for the fact that these blasters are priced insanely high. I mean, the Big Rig alone is $15. If you were on a minimum wage, that would cost you nearly 3 hours worth of work. And so, you really just have to wonder exactly, does Nerf even have any sort of ability? Do they have any sort of humanity within themselves? Well, you know what though? I feel like I'm going in a bit too deep right here, so to top things off right here, we're just gonna go ahead and try our hand at an Invisibullet. Yeah. First time I got the XL darts integrated with Invisibullet technology. So let's just see how it goes. Well, you know what? I will say that I've at least tried at this stuff. Not really looking forward to what they might have to offer in the future, but if XL really is going to be a part of what Nerf is intending to do for future years, then we might as well just go with the flow. We might as well see what they have to offer. We might as well just check out what they might have in store for us. Because let's just mention that there's lots of things out there that we need to expect. Because going forward, we're probably not going to look at Nerf the same way that we had been throughout most of the 2010s. And I will say that 2020 might have been the peak of Nerf's existence when they started selling blasters like crazy and also giving us some amazing new things out there. It was, after all, the last leg of the Mega line, Zombie Strike line, and Elite line. It was also a big time for the Ultra line to grow and presumably become one of the best known lines in the series thus far. With a new type of dart, a new type of line, and a new type of concept that could really change the game here. Nerf really is the best that we might have in the business. But if they are going to make weird ideas like this, and strange old absurd concepts like this, then who even knows what they could end up in? A ditch? A well? A hole? Who knows? So, I can't really call this a bad blaster, but I don't know what else I could call this. A blaster that shoots ginormous darts. That's probably the end of that part. So if you want to see more go down on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.